What's up, guys? It's Apollo here. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you have your bayonets fixed because we're about to go into battle. This, of course, is War of Rights, and it's been a while since the last video, so it's really refreshing to come back and see that they made huge improvements, and we're going to be seeing a pretty cool line battle today. It's going to be epic, guys. Right now, we're in the Confederate drill camp. They're just preparing for battle, getting warmed up. So it's going to be really exciting, just building up the anticipation for this grand battle. I also want to give a big shout out to General Cody. So when you guys finish this video and you're like, you know what, I need more War of Rights action, definitely check out General Cody's channel. He's got a lot of really excellent videos on this game. Honestly, I think he's a very underrated channel. His commentary is very, very awesome, and it feels very genuine. Like he's really just enjoying what he's doing, which you don't really see that too often with YouTubers. So yeah, definitely check it out. There's a link to his channel down below. Also, guys, at the end of the video, if you really like what you're seeing and you want to join in the the bloody Civil War fun, you can support their Kickstarter and get access to the closed beta or the alpha. So definitely, if you enjoy what you see, you want to support the game, I recommend doing that as well. And definitely trying to get as many players as possible on these servers to really test out the servers, test out the game, and hopefully make some huge improvements. What is he doing with this flag? But yeah, I think right now we're just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy some drills here. I also want to mention that they added a ton of spectator features. Look at this. This is so fluid. I can speed up the camera. I can slow it down. Check this out. Look at the detail. You can hear the players talking, so you're going to get some really nice immersive role playing. And probably some hilarious commentary from the players, which is going to be great. But yeah, it just looks really good, and I think we're going to have some really cinematic, really epic videos. It's not where I'm just a soldier and you only see my point of view. We're going to be able to capture it all, which I think is really exciting. So yeah, these are the Confederates. They're warming up. They're getting ready. We got another line over here that we're going to check out. I'm going to speed up this way. So I am kind of still getting used to the controls with the camera, but it seems like I got it. You can also get the names of the players and everything. So yeah, that's the Confederates warming up there. I think what I'm gonna do now is go to the Union side and see how their drills are going. All right, guys, welcome to the battlefield. Unfortunately, I was not able to capture the Union soldiers in their drill camp. The battle has begun. You can see the Confederates are starting to form up here. Let's actually go to the other side and see where there they are. So you can click on the right mouse button. It'll show you kind of where the enemy forces or where all the forces are located. But yeah, we'll head over to the Union side since we have not seen them yet. But we've got a pretty dense forest here. This is the East Forest, or the Eastern Forest, I believe is the name of the map. So there's going to be a lot of trees in the way. It's going to make things a little difficult to see, but thankfully we can use this little feature here which shows the location of the soldiers. But yeah, the Union looks like they're starting to somewhat form up here, getting into position and getting ready for an epic line battle. Now with these maps, it does, like, the objective is to capture a point, but I think all the commanders agreed to not go for these points and just have a line battle, just fight it out instead of going for objectives, which is going to be pretty cool. But there they are forming up. Very nice. You can see a long train of Union forces forming a nice line. You can see them all trying to get into position and getting ready to take on the Confederate soldiers. If we go back over to the Confederate side, let's see, shots fired, but I don't think, actually, let's see, are they in position here? Here they are. Look how epic this is, guys. Look at this. Nice little position here. You got the front line kneeling, the second line standing up, ready to fire at the Confederate soldiers. Speaking of Confederate soldiers, let's see if they've begun to push forward. So we're gonna fly. We got a couple rogue guys. I mean, this is a public server, so you're gonna see a couple rogue soldiers, which is a little unfortunate. But we can see the Confederates are marching forward into the dense forest, the dense jungle. No jungles in North America. Well. In the United States. But yeah, they're starting to push forward. Got a nice line. You can see that there's about just under 100 players in this battle. And there they go. Let's see where the Union set up. They should have a good angle on the Confederate soldiers. They're not quite in range though, not quite in sight. But this is gonna be they're pushing. They're pushing across the road. We are getting some Union hits. on the Confederate advance. Got a couple flag bearers here, which makes things look pretty awesome. We got Texas here. I think this is 1st Texas, I think. Possibly. Let's see. Not sure. We got a mix of different regiments forming one line. There they go. There they go. They're forming up. No, they're going to keep pushing forward on the Union position. And they're going to form up, it looks like, on this fence here. You can see they got a pretty good target, pretty good position here on the Union position. There they go, forming up, opening fire on the Lincolnites. There we go. You heard the commander giving the order to fire at will. It's so awesome to be able to hear the commanders and the soldiers do some role play. Let's go back to the Union side. You can see just a carpet of dead bodies on the battlefield. It looks like the Union's going to have to reform here and try a different approach. The Confederates just kind of outpositioning the Union soldiers. Also, they've got the protection of the fence, which isn't like great protection, but it's there. It definitely helps. Oh my God, they just massacred their position. So unfortunately, they're gonna have to fall back and regroup. Now the soldiers the players can respawn, but I think the rules for this is that you can't move out without an officer with you. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I think all the soldiers over here, these are just rogue players not sticking with the line. Fairly certain. So again, this is a public server. There's no password, so you're gonna see some rogue players doing their own thing. Hopefully it's not too bad where they ruin the immersion here, but it shouldn't be too bad. So now if we head back over here, I think Union is starting to form up once again. So yeah, they're gonna reform up and try to beat back the Confederate advance. We can get some really epic close-ups here. There they go. It's not a great start for the Union Army. But they can turn this around. So I think they're getting their reloads right now. Got a couple Union soldiers pushing forward. They might actually have a line forming up over here. Got a little bit of a skirmish situation. Using the trees, using the cover, the vegetation to push back the Confederates. The Confederates have decided to advance on the position where the Union was stationed. And they're going to hold up here and wait for the Union counterattack, getting their reloads, checking their equipment, making sure they're prepared for anything. Got some more Confederate soldiers over on this side. I don't know if these were casualties and the players are respawning. Maybe they're waiting for an officer. So let's go back over here. You can see more of them respawning over on this side as well. I think they're just they're trickling back into the fight. So we'll head back over to the forest and see what's going on. Hearing a lot of shots. There we go. There's the line. Ooh. Looks like the Union has taken the Confederate position. They traded positions, and the Confederates are now taking some heavy losses here. Let's go to that Union position over here. Oh, there they are. There they are. Look at that. You can see the bullets rip through the air there. Fantastic. Now they're giving them some payback.
For that replacement.
Ooh, the guy gets hit. This dude got hit in the thigh. Didn't even move. Didn't even flinch. He's like, whatever. Just a thigh. Got two thighs.
Yeah, no. Hold it fire. Aim. Fire.
That was awesome. Very nice.
You gotta get more time between your fire and aim.
So a nice comeback there from the Union. They keep pushing up. Let's go back to the Confederate position here. Now let's see what the Confederates do here. Are they going to reform and... Well, I see a long line of them. I'm not sure if they're going to try a different position here, try to flank around the Union formation, or... Actually, it looks like they're just going right back into this fight. See, there's a lot of Confederate soldiers over on this side. Still forming up, still trying to get back into the fight. Let's speed up the camera here. Yeah, it just seems like the Confederates have not oh, what is this? Oh, officer flank. We got a rogue officer, unfortunately. Just killing all oh, there he goes.
Water.
Some water. After killing all those men, you're not getting any water. Yeah, but no, the Union's still holding on this side. Confederates using this tree, trying to, you know, use it as a shield as much as possible and waiting for reinforcements. Oh, I think they got their bayonets fixed.
Let's move up to the building. Push them out.
Oh, they're gonna push them out. Get ready for a bayonet charge. Here we go. I mean, the Union has the numbers. They're formed up. They've got the advantage. They might as well go for it. There we go. They're pushing. There's not too many of them, so most of these Union soldiers should be able to survive this engagement. Unless they come across a Confederate line waiting for them. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good teamwork there. Now they're moving on to the next position. They just keep pushing through the trees, searching for enemies. And now they're reforming at the tree.
Come back in.
I assume this is the capture point. So maybe they are playing for the capture point. Let's see, where is the capture point? Oh yeah, it's pretty much right there. So yeah, a little back and forth there from the Union and the Confederates. No, maybe they are playing for the capture point. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure the exact rules they were going for. But it seems like yeah, they are playing for the objective, which is fine as well. Right, so apparently we got friendlies in front of them. We got an officer go. Look at this man. He's a madman. Oh! Didn't stand a chance. All right, let's go back to the Confederates. Where are their numbers? Where are their forces? I mean, it just seems like it's taken them a pretty long time to really form up and take this position. There's still a ton over here. Probably still marching their way back over. There they go. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Here comes a nice line of Confederate soldiers. That looks awesome. Getting into position. About to head into the trees. Kind of zoom out here. Well, they definitely have to hurry up because it's about 25% there captured by the Union, so they really need to get in there and put some pressure on that formation. So that's going to be a pretty nice push from the Confederacy, but will it be enough? We'll find out. I mean, the Union is in a pretty good spot right now. We do have a couple like skirmishers here and there from the Confederates just holding down, putting down, supporting fire, suppressing fire, I should say. And the Union still stands strong here, forming a nice line. Just holding off the advance. But I mean, as a Union soldier, you got to be thinking, where exactly are the Confederates? I mean, it kind of took them a little while to form up there, so maybe they're thinking, but they might think too much here. They might think that they're going to try to outflank them, try to get behind them. We'll see. Ooh, nice drop right there.
Don't let him use that thing.
Oh, he's got a nice, oh nice, got a nice line over here on this side as well. Just defending kind of the flank of their main line. A couple Union rogue troops holding off this flank as well. Just pretty much killing off Confederate soldiers who are a small group of Confederate soldiers. There we go, nice little melee exchange there. Okay, let's go back over to the main fight because it looks like things are going to get pretty spicy over here. Where the main Confederate line is about to... Oof, look at this, look at this. Nice Union line. Holding in the forest. Let's see where the Confederates are. There they are. There they are, trying to skirmish down the position. Oh, it's over. Game's over. Wow. Actually, no, it's not over. I'm sorry. See, the way this works is that the Confederates are attacking, so it's not like the Union can win by, you know, capping their own position, because the Union is defending, the Confederates are attacking. Okay, my bad. But yeah, if the Confederates, I mean, they've got, let's see, how much time do they have? They've got about 30 minutes to take that position, so they're kind of taking it slow right now, using the rock formation. It's kind of hard to see where the enemy is. If we kind of zoom in, you can hardly make out anything in this smoke. You can see the flash from the, you know, the flash of the guns. That's about it. Uh-oh. Are they getting flanked? No, they look alright.
Are they charging us?
It looks like they had a couple rogue soldiers hitting the left flank. Alright, let's zoom out here. Try to get a bigger picture of the situation that's going on. So yeah, it's basically the main fight taking place right here. Both lines concentrated, trying to fight over this point. Of course, we got a couple rogue players flanking around and whatnot, but they're really not too much of an issue for lines. They can take them out pretty quickly.
That's like a line.
But I think the Confederates, they need to come up with something. It seems like the Union has the high ground here. They do have a slight, you know, slight slope that's helping them, giving them the vantage point. See if they can see anything any better. If we get in their, like, their point of view. Not really. I mean, there's so much vegetation. It just seems like they're just firing in that general direction. Oof. Soldier dropping there. I love the feet action when they're standing. Look at that. Where they're standing on dead bodies. Like, they should probably just have it so the feet just go through the dead body. That wouldn't hurt my immersion too much. I think it's worse seeing them like do a little like toe step there. There we go. Now we're hearing the shots, man. Now they're really opening fire. Union's starting to lose some numbers. I think the Confederates, even though the Union does have the high ground, which I think is helping them, the Confederates do have a lot of like rocks and stuff. Nice like defensive location here. And I think that's why they're holding it so effectively. I think that's why they're hanging out here. I mean, it just seems like the Confederates are not dying as quickly. But it's gonna really be difficult for these commanders to figure out when, like, what's the right move. I mean, the Confederates could go for a bayonet charge, but the problem with that is they just don't know when to go in. They don't know when the Union lines look weak. They don't know if it's like a healthy line, a weak line. It's going to be really, really tough for them. Is this a Union officer? Awesome. Trying to flank around their position, trying to be a hero. See, what do we got over here, though? I do see a lot of Confederates flanking on this side. Well, it's a good amount. It's I wouldn't call that a line, more like a squad. Oh, what's this? Is this a push? Oh, we got a couple guys here trying to flank. They should just push all their men to this fence line. And they could, oh yeah, they're gonna fix bayonets. Oh, look at the Union forming a bit of an L shape here, protecting multiple sides. That is awesome. Look at that Union line. Oh my God. Hold the line. So they're trying to protect two fronts right now, defending this point.
Watch out, friendly zone.
Sharps will cover while you guys.
The Confederates continue to try to outflank their position. So cool. They're definitely going heavy on this side now. Look at that smoke. Love the cry engine. It's so beautiful, so realistic. Oh, I got hit there? Why is there blood on me? Awesome. Now the Confederates are pushing hard, and that is why the Union has decided to really form up on that side, because I think they saw the movement of the Confederate forces. This is not a bad position for the Confederates, because they're going to be able to set up here and put down some nice suppressing fire using the protection of this fence line. There we go. Boom! There we go. Really giving it to the Union soldiers. Union still holding strong, though. They still have a lot of numbers.
They may try to make your shots count in the belly.
Aim for the belly.
Don't shoot over their head.
Ah, man, I don't know. You would think that was a pretty nice volley. It just seems like the Confederates are outnumbered, even though they've got a pretty solid position here.
There's one behind us. There's an officer behind us.
Officer behind us.
Officer behind us.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, dude. That's awesome. This guy's going in. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, give me. Let me see the feds. Let me see the Lincoln Knights. There we go. He's going to switch back to firing mode. So the Confederates doing what they can to try to flank around the Union position. They did get some fantastic hits there at the end of those volleys. Seeing a lot of casualties here. Union definitely weak. This could be a good opportunity for a Confederate charge to start to take this position and try to hold it here. I don't know. There's still a decent number of Union forces. It's going to be tough for them. But, I mean, if the Confederates are going to take this position, they all have to charge at the same time. It's going to be kind of hard to coordinate that. But this has just been an absolute massacre over here as the flag bearer continues to keep the men inspired, running around.
Keep it on, boys.
Keep it on, boys. Awesome. Let's see what the Union, or I'm sorry, let's see what the South is doing over here. Still just putting pressure, kind of, you know, skirmishing down the enemy. Just letting the Union know that they still have a presence over here and that they still need to defend this flank, even though they pushed pretty hard with Confederate numbers over to that right flank of the Union position. So more and more Confederates trying to get to this fence line. They do have a decent number of troops here. There they go. Getting back to position. We got a couple troops reloading. Union is waiting for it, but they're starting to build up a decent number of troops. But are they? Let's see. The Union should probably push down this road, which they might actually do that. You can see the Union kind of oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. They're going to try to counter push that Confederate charge. This is so epic, guys. Here we go. They're going to try to push them back. Fire on their position. Let's see. It's still going to be tough to take them out. But this is I mean, the Southern soldiers here are now in a tricky situation where they're about to get sandwiched essentially. So they really got to rely on the other Confederate forces to really make a push here, because the Union's really concentrating a lot of forces. And look at this, the Union's starting to lose control. Did the Confederates push for the center? No, it doesn't look like it. If we look at like the locate, yeah, it's right here. This is the capture point. Oh, here we go. No, the Confederates are pushing because the Union is trying to counter that flank from the Confederates. It left an opportunity for the Confederates to push and really hold on to this position. But that's the tricky part, right? You can get to this point and hold it for a little bit, but you've got to hold it for quite some time to really capture the position. It's really important that the Confederates... Oh, there's a bayonet charge! Union going to try to quickly clear out this location.
Hold on this fence. Ready, boys. I will.
And they're gonna hold at the fence line right now. And they have taken this fence against the Confederates. And they're gonna use it against them. So I feel like this battle is like a battle for this fence right here. When you can take it, you can really just pick apart the forces holding the point.
They got a lead though. We can.
Right, boys, you ready?
Oof. Confederates dying quickly here.
Help me. Somebody, please.
Look at the mass death for this one position. We got a lone Confederate soldier hiding in the vegetation, doing what he can. Honestly, he should just not even fire. Only fire when it's really desperate, because that's going to give away his position. And he's taking it. The Union's got to make a push here to counter this. All right, let's zoom out here. See if there's any more Confederate reinforcements. And we got a couple of sharpshooters scattered around here, trying to defend the point. trying to just stay alive, and they're taking heavy hits. Yeah, they gotta fall back here. They're just out in the open. Oh, Confederate defeat enemy forces. They did not make a push for it. And if we look at the deaths here, in formation kills, or casualties, 44 to 83. And then skirmishing 46 to 40, out of line 55 to 39. So definitely more losses on the Union side. Alright guys, welcome back to the second battle here. It looks like the Confederates are pushing the position, the point. Now this is going to be a more visible map. There's less trees in the way, so you're going to see a lot more action here. It's going to be, you know, less showing the flags that I was doing constantly in the eastern forest. Here we're going to see pretty much an open field, and I believe the Union is defending again. No, actually the Confederates are defending this time. And the Union is attacking. Look at this Union. Look at this. So that's probably why the Confederates are rushing. They're trying to set up a nice defense. Now the Union is about to march out. And look at this. This is epic. Pretty cool looking.
You're gonna bring up the rear, yeah?
That's the double quick. Forward.
Good man.
March. That's double quick. Forward march.
There they go.
Let's go, boys.
Yes.
Think of your family.
To the Confederate position. Try to take the point. So where exactly is the point? The point is right there by the fence line. And that obviously is where the Confederates are going to be defending for their lives. Kind of reminds me of Sunken Road. I'm pretty sure there is a map called Sunken Road in this game, but I don't think this is Sunken Road. I'm actually not sure what map this is, but it looks really awesome. More and more Confederate soldiers trying to get to the front line. You can see all the flags there. We zoom in, look at them forming up. Woo! We got some good shooting going on. Union trying to flank around. They don't want to take on that defense head on. I think the Confederates know that too. They're setting up some sharpshooters in the rocks. They're going to try to fire down, soften up their position.
Yep, they're on the fifth.
I think we have another line kind of, yeah, pushing the flank. That's it. Let's see, how many Confederate soldiers are over here trying to defend? Let's kind of speed it up here and check out their position. Yeah, they've got a decent number. They should be able to hold. I mean, it seems like pretty even numbers. Try to zoom in here. It's really difficult to really see the enemy. They can see some troops at the rocks. I think they're trying to pick them off. And obviously, all the troops at the fence line. There they are. You can see them right there. Bullets whizzing by. Or rounds, I should say. I guess, yeah. Alright, so yeah, the Confederates still holding on to the center. If we zoom out, you can look at the positions of the soldiers. There they are. So, I mean, the center looks pretty weak. I think the Union could probably make a pretty good push here. So we go back to the fight. Lots of massing going on here. We might see a charge coming up from the Union soldiers. They're trying to soften them up.
Keep shooting, boys. Keep firing.
Taking a couple casualties here and there. They're really blobbed up, so it's... I mean, if you can get a shot past these rocks, you're most likely going to get a kill or at least a hit.
Okay, fellas. Make sure you got your bayonets fixed.
Oh, they're going. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Here we go.
Fix your rear nuts, boys.
They're trying. They're losing a lot of numbers, though. The longer they take. Maybe they're not going. It's just that it seems like they lost about half now, preparing to charge. Some really good shooting from the Confederate side. Maybe they gotta wait for reinforcements.
Everyone pack against this fence. Stand up and take aim at their line. Pressure on.
More Confederate forces reinforcing the center line. I'm pretty sure this battle is going to be won on the flanks. I feel like this is probably going to be the most important part right here. As they hold.
Lieutenant, it's my honor to put blue coats with you today.
Alright, so here comes some fresh reinforcements from the Union. It seems like they're regrouping here a little bit. There they go. Pushing hard for this rock. Look at this. Mass push. I think this is when they're going to go for the center, guys. I think we might see an epic bayonet charge. They're still losing a lot of men. I think they got to go now. They just got to go now. Oh, no, they're moving to a different rock. Ooh. Push, man, push. Look at that. There they go. Moved different position. Maybe they're going to fire from 2 different angles, really soften them up. Confederates are also moving some men over to this side as well. I think the Confederates are a little bit worried about a big bayonet charge from the Lincolnites.
All right, get your shots in. Get your shots in.
I love that. Got the flag over there. It looks awesome. Smoke. It's pretty difficult to see. I mean, look at this is the point of view of the soldier. It's like, I mean, you see a couple guys there. This guy's just standing out in the open. He's wanting to die. He's like, I don't care. I've lived too long anyways. Oh, someone. Oh, Confederate soldier going in for the bayonet charge. Taken out pretty quickly. Oh, we got another guy over here. Look at this. Let's see how far he can get. He's got, oh, not far. Very bold moves there. But again, guys, the game, when you're out of line and you die, you use up more tickets, which I think is a really cool feature because that kind of keeps the soldiers in line, in formation, because you're not really helping out your team if you die out of line. So you got to watch out for that. But it seems like the Confederates have a solid hold on this this road here. I don't think they're gonna break anytime soon or give it up anytime soon. Now back over here, Confederates still holding the center here. We got a couple troops, not much. What about back over? Oh, look at this! Look at this! Do we got a Union charge, or are they just gonna form up? Let's see. Their bayonets are fixed. They're going in. Bayonets leading the way. Let's see how far they can make it. They're gonna get a couple pop shots before they commit. The Confederates are reforming. You can see them forming up on the fence line, trying to hold this Union advance. Let's see if they can make it to this fence and soften up the Confederates. Oh, they're reforming. This is not good. Look at the officers like, I'll get a couple kills. Woo. There we go. Now, oh wait, we've got more. Not a lot though. Oh, a point blank kill. And now this guy's using the butt of his gun, trying to take out this Union. There we go. He uses his bayonet, but the Confederate soldiers gonna. Oh, and there we go. Here comes another charge. Oh, they're holding though. They're holding. Oh, through the fence he gets a hit. I think the Union soldier also gets a hit as well. Let's see what he does here. Oh, wiped out, and the Confederates hold against that bold charge from the Union. But it's just not enough. I think they need to regroup once again. Let's go back over to the other side behind these rocks. Let's see if the Union... Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so there's actually two charges there. One from the Union, one from the Confederates. It seems like the Confederates went in here and cleared it out. Pretty unfortunate that we missed that one. But thankfully, I did spot a charge. And the Confederates now going to do a tactical retreat, fall back to the safety of the fencing, and get ready to skirmish the Union once again. So I think this is what this battlefield's going to come down to. Like I said, it's a battle of the flanks. It's not so much the center. The center is open. The Union could try to go in the center, but I feel like the Confederates will be able to quickly reform their lines and defend this this location. But you can see a lot of Confederates over on that side, And of course, a lot of Confederates on this side. It's a battle of the wings of the battlefield. So let's go back over to the Union side. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what their strategy is. It seems like they are committing more troops over to this front once again. If we look at the tickets or the time. Oof, oof. Confederates landing some hits. Again, it's pretty far distance, so it didn't do that much damage. But I think they're going to try to regroup here. Oh, another hit there. Man, those Confederates are really landing their shots. You can see, yeah, they've taken some casualties over in the front. More Confederates in the center. You can see them really moving up over there. I mean, it seems like the Union, all they have for protection are those big boulders. I mean, those are nice boulders, but it's going to be tough for them. It's just they're charging out in the open. They don't have a lot of protection, a lot of cover. We do have a little bit of a flank here from some, it looks like a Union line. They're going to try to outmaneuver the Confederates, maybe get to the rocks. Let's see what happens here, though. So, yeah, they're going back to the rocks here. It's only one guy, though. One guy. Oh, wait. What's this? What's this? Wow, Union has made it to the fence line. This could be huge here, guys. I mean, that's the kind of push they need to put on the Confederate soldiers. And hopefully they can kind of screen until more reinforcements show up. Oof. But this is the very edge of the map. You can see if I go any further back, I'm about to desert. So the Union is at the very, very edge of the map, trying to outposition these Confederate soldiers. Confederates are, it's about even numbers-wise. Just trying to hold that flank. Go back to the other side. Let's see what's happening. Maybe we'll get another glorious Union charge, but I'm seeing a lot of Southern soldiers. The South is holding on for dear life. We got a couple, well, a lot of deaths. Seems like there's a lot of deaths. Union doing what they can to try to skirmish down this Confederate position, using the trees as cover. It just doesn't seem like they're having any luck here.
Hold fire.
Captain
Everybody
Park.
reloaded?
Yep.
On your feet.
See what they go for here.
On me.
Let's move.
Oh, they're going for a charge. This is going to be bold. Is it going to be enough? Oh, nice little, oh. They're going to try to take him out, but they got to hurry up. The Confederates are reforming. You can see them marching down the road. Oh, one man down and his blood splattered on the screen. Oh, the captain's retreating. They got to fall back. Oh, and they all die there. Another bold push from the Union, just not able to break through. And the Confederates just seem like they have this battle under control.
They're in front of us, boy. I can gun them down, boy.
Love it. Love the role play. Okay, so more Union. Lots of Union. Pushing right in the center of the map. Once again, going for those rocks. And it just seems like the Union was wiped out by the fencing. And the Confederates are actually making a counter push, getting fairly aggressive.
Good job, guys. Keep it up.
Gotta be careful, though. Ooh. The Union getting some great shots there.
All right, prepare to fall back.
There they go. They're falling back. You see the Union set up there.
Fall back.
Falling back to the fencing. The Confederates continue to hold. These guys have a pretty good angle on the troops behind the rocks. It's becoming pretty difficult for the North to really find any shelter. They've got to make a breakthrough somewhere. They've got to find a weak spot. And there's a lot of Confederates on this side. The rebels. The rebels. Alright, so if we head back over to the Union, we can see that they're massing once again at the spawn point.
You got 4 for me.
I'm gonna the signal gonna go far left for a change.
Go follow me.
Let's go to the woods, boys.
Yeah, we need more guys in the woods. They're getting fucked up over there.
Alright, so yeah, it sounds like they're going to try to maneuver the far left, which would be through these trees, to overwhelm the Confederates. Now, if they can kind of sneak up on the Confederates before they're, you know, before it's too early, like if the Confederates do not form up properly, I feel like the Union could quickly overwhelm this position.
Still up. He's still up.
Alright.
Get him.
Alright, let's go.
I don't know, like the Confederate numbers seem fairly light. A lot of them are concentrating fire
Ooh, I think I hit that dude at the rock.
at the troops at the rocks. And I think the best bet here, right? Looking at this strategically, having these guys over here is a bit of a diversion. Try not to send too many at the rocks, but enough to keep a lot of Confederate soldiers on this fencing, just to really spread out their defenses, and then push heavily through the trees over here on this right side in the Confederate point of view. It would be the Union left side. Push through and make a bold push, and then try to set up some defenses, a stronghold, so you can continue to pour in some reinforcements and overwhelm their positioning. But I don't know. I think they spot the they spotted the Unions. That's why they're forming up here pretty effectively. They can see them coming, and they're gonna set up right in front of the trees here. It's gonna be tough, guys. I mean, it's tough to really conceal troop movement. Let's go to the Union. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see what they're saying. How they're gonna approach this.
Stand by, boys. Stand by. Fix your bayonets.
Alright, boys, get a melee mode.
How do you attach a bayonet?
They could go for, yeah, that might not be a terrible idea. They could go for like a really nasty melee charge. That way the Confederates get one shot, and then they're in. Hopefully that one volley from the Confederates is not too much. There they go. Is that it? Is that everyone? There we go. He's got reinforcements. Here we go.
Over the fence, boys.
Even more troops. Come on, charge with the rest of the men.
Alright, should we follow them or should we flank around? Yes. Press F.
There we go. There we go. We're marching with the men. Let's see. Are they gonna stop and fire? Oof. I just don't think they should stop. I think there they go. There they go. They're gonna sweep around. Here comes the charge through the tree line. Oh no! The flag bearer is down. And there they go. They're setting up in the roads, and they've got some excellent flanking fire. Look at this. The Union is making a push. Let's see. Is this enough to take this position? Oh, a headshot, but he's not going to make it far.
Take him out.
Get on the stone wall.
There we go. There we go. Okay, now they need to slow down. They need to form up here.
Yeah, guys, hold
This
it.
Confederate soldier just playing possum. No mercy here. My God. There we go. That's a bold push, but they've got to hold. They've got to wait for reinforcements if they want any chance of taking this one. They've got a fantastic position on the Confederate soldiers, still holding the center. I don't know if these guys are aware that they lost the right flank. I'm sure they are, but they've got their duty to hold the center. And also the Confederates made another push here to take these rocks, really not giving the Union any kind of chance to set up any form of defense on this side. I think they're trying to get some pop shots on the continuous stream of Union reinforcements that are going to the left side. So, well, the Union still, like, the Union does not need to, like, they still need to push this side.
Alright guys, there's 8 of them. What we're going to do is we're going to assault there. We're going to assault them rocks in front of us, and then we're going to head back to point. Okay? We're going to make one march in, and then we're going to go straight to point.
Looks like they might be making another push here. Let's go back over to this. Wait, let's wait. No, that they are pushing. They are pushing. Look at this. This is a bold push from the Confederates. This could be costly. They're out in the open. They can get picked apart. But I think they're going for the rocks. They're going to try to slow them down. I don't know about this call. But what they're going to do is try to clean up these rocks and then go back to point. Maybe try to flank around the Union progress.
Okay, take that fence line in front of us. Keep on coming, and we're going straight to point.
What a bold push from these boys. They're gonna hold right here. The Union could easily outmaneuver these guys,
Don't
though.
advance.
Oh yeah, they're trying to pop them as they get to the recently captured position on the road. And we're gonna get over to that position and see what it looks like. Oh, massive amount of Union soldiers
Ready.
here. There we go. Now they're gonna fire. Look at that, forming a line up on the wall, firing down. Ooh, they're dropping a lot. They're losing a lot. The Confederates holding. Confederates seem like they didn't lose too many there, which is kind of surprising. We even got some Union soldiers up on the hillside here.
Keep firing. I got his ass.
Ooh,
No mercy.
another soldier down.
Keep firing.
Union though, they lost. I mean, I don't know. I think the Union's gonna take this one, but just by sheer numbers.
Guys, do not kneel. Guys, do not kneeling.
Their numbers are
Kneeling
lower.
is out of formation.
And it. Oh, these are these Confederates still alive? Confederates still holding this position. And we even have two. Look at this. Union flag bearer and Confederate flag bearer standing together. It's great that we can come together in times of conflict.
What's that about?
But yeah, they're really stopping the reinforcement chain here, guys. Look at that. Look at them taking out the Union soldiers as they continue to march to reinforce their allies.
Third Arcane.
That's pretty impressive. This was a really good move here by this squad.
Company webpage.
That's very awesome. Back over here, though, we do have a Union push as well that we kind of missed over in the orchard. It's a small group, not a huge presence, but it's enough to cause some issues. He's using the trees here. Ooh. He gets hit in the leg, but he still stands strong. Confederates might charge. This guy's going in for a charge. He's trying to clean out the orchard. Oh, he goes for a swing, but he misses, and his ally covers him. Look at that. That was fantastic support from the ally. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, no. Oh, bayonet and headshot. Now this guy's going over here to finish the job, clean up this flank. Oh, he needs support, though. Gets one. He gets hit, though. He gets the second one. He cleans out the flank. Excellent. What's your name, sir? Oh, so you say nice. So I think they were out of time. Union lost a lot there. So that's going to be it, guys, for these events. I hope you enjoyed this. They do plan to do a massive event with about 150 players with 2 massive lines, which should be coming out next Saturday. So definitely check that out. I think it's this Saturday, I should say. It's coming up Saturday. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.